opening drive.
It's opening drive.
Opening drive.
It's the opening drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is Sports Radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good morning, Springfield and the Ozarks. How are you today? It is Thursday. It is June 25th. June 25.
Holy,
can you believe that?
Somebody had the gall to say how many days it was until Christmas yesterday on a show.
Quiet.
Yes.
What? Stop
like,
doing
what
that.
are you doing?
Are you kidding me? Don't be doing that. Well, we are back today for another show, The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers, joining you live from the worldwide headquarters.
Palatial studios.
Palatial estate of ESPN The Jock at Zimmer Communications here in Springfield. I'm coming online right now because I got my 10 minutes of free Zimmer internet before it resets, and there I am. I'm back. You know, for those of you who don't know, I come in every day. I start it up. I get internet. Right? But you have to agree and continue later. But it doesn't really come immediately. It comes whenever it feels like it. Whenever I use up my allotted free internet time. Boom. We're usually pretty much at 6:59 or 7 o'clock when it does it. But today it came in a little bit late at 7:01.
You didn't know, though, that the federal government has to check our internet site.
Our credentials?
Yes. They go on, make sure we're doing everything right at 7 o'clock when we start the show.
Yes.
You'll notice you go off exactly at 7 o'clock.
Exactly.
That's because the feds are checking to see that we're doing everything copacetic.
Legally.
Absolutely.
It was just funny because we make fun of it every day. And then today, I froze on StreamYard, our little video service. I froze in a weird kind of a look there, kind of a perplexing look. I'm like, I guess I'm going to be stuck with that the rest of the show. I mean, it could have been.
It was like you were zooming, like, zoned out, staring at something.
Like I was like, I looked like I wasn't awake. I hadn't had my coffee yet.
Right.
That's kind of what I look like right now. But
so you're saying we're live on video? Is that what you're saying?
Live on video.
Whoa.
Live on the radio, live streaming, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. We're live everywhere today. So join us. If you want to watch us, great. If you don't, great. But obviously you're listening right now if I'm talking to you. So, but I will tell you this. For those of you out there driving around, thank you for joining us on your drive in today and getting up this morning, having your coffee with us and just kind of hanging out with us. Streaming us is the absolute best way. If you stream us on the Jock app, that's the best way. That is clear. You can get that anywhere. That's a great way to follow us. And of course, if you missed the show, any parts of the show, go back. You can listen to the podcast, or you just go back and watch the clip. We got clips now, I guess. Clips are coming out on Facebook.
Yes.
Our best kind of a stuff of the day. We throw that up there.
And YouTube.
And YouTube as well.
Yep. So wait a minute. You're saying that my friends in Pocatello, Idaho,
yes,
can listen to us right now clear as people in Springfield.
Absolutely.
Probably clearer than people in Springfield can.
Oh, yeah. I got people all across the country listen to me. A lot of my colleagues, they'll listen to me for a little bit in the morning. They'll listen. Yeah. I got friends from old classmates from around the country that listen to the show. And I got another one from my trip. From my trip to my European trip.
Yeah.
Met a guy from Virginia. He's a teacher. He was a teacher in Virginia. His family moved out there after he got a couple of jobs, and he ends up in Virginia. Native St. Louisan. Huge St. Louis.
You didn't
Cardinals
tell him how much you hated the Cardinals.
Did not. Of course
good.
not. I don't hate the Cardinals. There's no hate involved with the Cardinals. Just I follow the Royals more.
Right.
But told him that, hey, yeah, we're in Springfield. Told him what I did a little bit. It's a part-time gig in the mornings, and he goes, "Oh, I'll start listening to that." And I think he's starting to listen. That's pretty cool because we cover the Cardinals quite a bit, obviously, and best Cardinals coverage in town. So that's awesome.
By the way, Rob, I may not be around much longer here on the show. Just give you a fair warning here.
Got a doctor's appointment or something?
No. I've got so we were looking for a new mattress. So we go shopping for a mattress.
Is this TMI? I mean, do I need to know this? I mean, does anybody need to know that? Okay, fine.
Well,
all right, go
just
ahead.
because I want to give you warning.
As a judge, I'll say, I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Yeah. You can't interrupt yet. So in the course of this, you have to kind of lay down and check out the mattresses.
Yes.
I found something that I do really well, and may get into this as a business.
Okay.
Could be the new business, because I found out, and I think a couple of the store clerks that we went to said you do that well. You lay down on that bed, yeah. Got comfortable. I could go on both sides, lay on my back.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a business for people that need a new mattress and need somebody to go test it. I'm going to be the mattress tester.
Mattress tester for other people.
Other people, if you would like me to go lay and check out the mattress for you, I have the innate ability to do this. Picked out a great one for us, and I think it's going to be my new business.
A home run for your family.
No doubt.
And you can now deliver home runs for other families.
Call Tom Ladd.
Mattress tester.
Yes. So if I'm not around, if you tune into the show and I'm not here,
you're probably laying on a mattress somewhere.
Yep. Well, somebody could have hired me, and I just have to take a day off here.
Sure.
Got to get the business rolling.
Yeah.
Right?
Marketing would be the.
Yep.
I would love to see you going door to door, handing out mattress tester cards. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, I'm Tom Ladd, mattress tester.
Yes.
You know how many shotguns you get at the door? You get a few of those probably.
There's probably some older people out there. I probably should have advertised this on the other show.
Come on in, test out my mattress. No, we're not selling mattresses door to door. No, we're not doing that.
If I advertise on the other show, the other sports show in town, get all kinds of older.
You could make bank
fortune with the 70+ crowd.
Bank. So I know a lot of you guys follow us on Facebook out there and all the other stuff, X and everything, but my goodness gracious, we have gotten so much run on Trevor Brazil yesterday, getting drafted by the Spurs, but immediately traded. I mean, that was like a placement hold as a placement holder deal. Nuggets said draft this guy for us. So technically drafted by the Nuggets. The Nuggets wanted him. And now going to the Nuggets, which is awesome. First since what, 19, what'd you say?
85.
85.
Greg Kavanagh, who played at Mizzou with Steepo and John Sunvold.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I remember him. Yeah.
He was the blue collar worker.
Yes.
Played at Parkview. Now, if you look at all the people that have kind of written in on some of our posts, I think he may have started at he may have played at Marionville for a year, or I mean, he was somewhere else his freshman year,
outlier
in the hinterlands of Springfield, and then went to Parkview his last 3 years. 6'9", just a good blue collar worker, rebounder.
That's
defender.
What he was with Mizzou too. I remember that.
Yep. Well, at Parkview, he's a scorer. I mean, in high school, he could score.
Sure.
But he went to Mizzou and became the blue collar worker and got drafted.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember him now. Now I couldn't make the connection, but I knew that name. I mean, because when you're a Jayhawk growing up, you also know who the Mizzou Tigers are too. I mean, you know who's on their team. That's the funny thing. When you're rival, you know who's on their team too.
Right.
I remember him.
Yeah.
That was a great team. That was a great run there for Mizzou basketball too. Kind of the golden age of Mizzou basketball back then. They were really good stuff. Man, John Silver, man, he's amazing. I hate that guy. He's amazing. I hated him. Man,
great shooter.
Now he's a financial advisor up there. He's one of my clients up in Columbia. So it's kind of funny.
And I'll tell you what, one of the best basketball analysts going.
Oh, he's
been offered. Yeah, he's been offered some big jobs. He'll do a few SEC games, and then he gets NCAA tournament games. He's so good, but he's got the other gig, and I think his girls are now old enough that they're out, but he just doesn't want to give it that much.
Yeah, super
attention.
Successful financial advisor. He first time I met him, called on him up there. He goes, where are you from originally? I'm from Burlington, Kansas.
Oh,
he goes, do we have a problem? I go, we may, because I grew up a lifelong Kansas fan, and man, but I do love you, man. You were great. I have mutual respect. It was one of those kind of things. He was Yeah, he put a dagger in us so many times, man, but he was so good.
Him and Steepo, man, that was a good combination.
That combination.
Yeah.
Oh, Mizzou basketball. But anyway, I digress. But Cameron was drafted in the 80s. So first one since the 80s. And Brazil now going to the Nuggets, which I think is a great fit for him. I think it would have been a tougher fit for the Spurs. Of course, he's never going to the Spurs. That was as a pick for the Nuggets. So great opportunity for him to go to Denver and probably play, right? I mean, pretty much play right away. Looking at the Christian Braun's kind of a question mark right now with some injuries last couple of years. He's a KU Jayhawk. He's from my hometown, Burlington, Kansas, by the way. So there's some things there. So
yeah, he's 6'10", can guard multiple positions because of his athleticism, but he's a guy that you can play if you want to go big, or a guy that you can play if you want to go small because of his athleticism. So, I mean, he'll need some time to develop and, get
put
adjusted to that.
Put some weight on. Yeah, for sure. That's a whole nother level, man. That's cool. So congratulations to the Brazil family on getting that honor, going to the Denver Nuggets in the second round of the NBA draft.
Pick number 42.
Pick number 4. And we'll talk with Mike Keltner today. We'll set up our show. As always, our show is sponsored by Play Against Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. If you need anything sports related, sporting goods related, team sports, golf, grips, equipment, you name it, multiple seasons, they got it going. If you got something you don't want anymore, gently used, they'll take the trade on it, give you some store credit. You go get whatever you want in there. Play Against Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center. But, so Keltner will come on later. Mike Keltner will be on to talk about the NBA draft. Yeah.
7:40 this morning, we're going to visit with Trevor Bowling, who is the new baseball coach at the state champion Willard Tigers baseball program. So
is he the 5th all-time coach in that program's history? Something like that.
Was Hartley number 1?
No, I think Hartley was number 2.
Number 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4th.
Yeah.
Fourth in the last whatever years.
Isn't that amazing? It's like Bears baseball coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can count them on one hand.
Gutton. Yeah. And a lot of success.
That's crazy if you think about that. If you really sit down and think about that. That's crazy to think. Joey's like what? Joey's 3 or 4? 4? What's Joey?
Well, 3.
3.
Bill Rowe, Keith Gutton.
Because Bill Rowe started, right?
Yeah.
So Bill.
Yeah.
Man, 3. That's nuts.
Yep. So Coach Bowling will be on at 7:40. Of course, Chef Tiny will be in at 8 o'clock. We had a little meeting yesterday at Retro Metro.
Oh, nice.
So I had the Chef Tiny burger yesterday.
It's so good. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just like, if you don't know what a hamburger is, a good hamburger, just a good one, Chef Tiny's. We don't do this because he's coming in. It's thinking good. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll say this: you've had burgers before where you can't get the whole side, and you know it's like I couldn't get a whole bite. It's like
you got it 2 bites for 1 there. You got to kind of nibble into it
just to get the top and the bottom of the burger. You have to
have jaw surgery. Yeah. But it's so good.
And then Coach Keltner, Mike Keltner, will be on at 8:20. So we'll talk about the selection of Brazil to the Nuggets last night, and also the NBA championship. He was interested to talk a little bit about San Antonio with double-digit leads in every game, and then losing the series.
I didn't follow all of it, obviously, because I was on vacation. But
right.
That was kind of the story when I came back, that the Knicks just kept coming back from these big deficits.
So that'll be coming up at 8:20 this morning, and a lot of baseball talk.
Definitely some hot stove today. We got some things to talk about baseball-wise.
Definitely. Tomorrow, by the way, Travis Lallemand from Crowder will be on with us. And what you say, well, okay, junior college baseball coach. Well, he's also the former coach of 2 pretty successful big leaguers with Milwaukee, the first place Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes.
Mizorowski, who's the 100-mile-an-hour flamethrower, Cy Young leading pitcher in the National League right now.
Yep.
And then Ashby has 10 or 11 wins for Milwaukee out of the bullpen.
Just two great guys. That Travis is coach over there. Travis did our coaches clinic for the Mavs for Prime this year over in Monette when we had that. Did a great job. So looking forward to having him coming in and sharing.
Well, he'll be on tomorrow.
Not coming in. I mean,
yeah.
I say coming in, coming in. Well, fine. Coming into video, coming into the show, right?
Yeah.
Not coming to the studio. Hey, we're all technical now. I mean, we're all do all the video stuff now. So you're coming in to talk about it.
That's right.
There you go. Travis will be here to talk about that. And I tell you what, 100 and what was it the other day he threw? 104, 105. I don't know.
I think he hit 105.
Did he hit 105 this week?
Yep. Threw a one hitter this year, complete game one hitter. I do worry about the arm injury, the way he throws. It's
kind of wonky, isn't it?
Well,
not wonky, but just, I mean,
it's wonky in that it's very hard. He was the guy that participated in the draft combine, the same draft combine that Caden Bogenpole is at this week in Phoenix. He was there and got the attention of a lot of people at the draft combine, throwing, upper 90s during that event. And Caden, of course, with the exit velocity on his bat.
119.
Yeah.
So how about this one, Caden? So Mizorowski is only 10 miles an hour shorter, a little bit more throwing than Caden can hit it off the bat. Think about that. So if he threw it 105 to Caden and hit 119 back, that's a lot of speed. Ooh. That's a lot of velo. Woo! That's dangerous.
Put a helmet on me on the pitching mound.
Oh, no question. Seth Lugo, remember we got hit before it, last week or 2 weeks ago? Oh, man, those balls are coming off the bat. That's off a wood bat, right?
Yeah, think about a aluminum bat in a college game.
That's crazy. All right. Well, we really rolled through that. So great show today. Join us there also on Jock Chat. If you want to talk about things, or on Facebook, you can throw up some comments there. We'd be glad to talk about that. We do still have a phone number, 417-866-0969. Tom has,
let me check.
Yeah, I want to make sure that phone works. Does the phone work over there? Maybe it doesn't work. Yep. We do have a phone. We do have a phone line, 417-866-0969. If you want to join the program with your comments and thoughts, as long as they're good, we'll bring you on. Threw that out there. But
as long as it's good. We don't care, really.
No, we don't. I'm just kidding. We don't screen your calls. Don't make us screen your calls. But then we also going to talk about, we got the poll question today. We got just a lot of stuff to talk about. Hot stove baseball later in the show with Chef Tony, because there's several things now. Things are starting to heat up on the hot stove. I mean, I know usually hot stove is the off season for baseball, but we kind of do it because Chef Tony and, chef and all that kind of stuff. But just scuttlebutt coming around a league, we want to talk about that because there's a lot of talk going on, a lot of trade things starting to pop out there right now. And then also, today is the big day in Kansas City. Of course, the United States plays today. Kind of a meaningless game. It's turkey. It's the game that means.
So basically, they're going to eat turkey.
They're going to eat turkey today
for lunch.
Oh, Turkey may get out
dinner.
Get after them. Yeah, but that's today. Also, U.S. plays today, but also the Netherlands plays tonight in Kansas City. Kansas City gets to showcase themselves once again. It's going to be a marquee game on tonight, and the Big Orange March is today, which some people are saying will rival, maybe even exceed, the Kansas City Chiefs and Kansas City Royals celebration parades. They think they could approach 1 million people marching in orange in Kansas City today.
How in the heck are they getting 1 million people?
Nobody's going to work in Kansas City today.
Wait a minute. So this is the Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
And they're going to have a parade.
In downtown Kansas City before the game.
And Kansas Cityans will participate in this.
Kansas Cityans are going to participate in this parade.
What in the heck?
Everybody's wearing orange because they're based in Kansas City. The Netherlands national team is.
Right.
And I guess all the Netherlands fans from across the country are converging on Kansas City tonight.
See, that's what you didn't say. That people from other parts of the country are coming in.
And Kansas Cityans too.
Right.
Kansas City businesses are shutting down in downtown Kansas City today because of this parade. Can you believe that? There are companies out there letting their people off of work today to participate in this massive orange march.
So the Scots drank all the beer in Boston. Yes. What will the Netherlands?
They drink a lot of beer too, but I don't know what they're doing today. But this is going to be crazy. They're going to march down Kansas City all the way to kind of the same route that they did for the Royals and Chiefs.
What if they eat all the Kansas City barbecue?
And they probably would. That'd be the next big story, right? Kansas City runs out of barbecue sauce or ranch dressing. These people love ranch dressing. Have you heard that story? I'll find it. We'll talk about it later. All right, we're at our first break of the show. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Brought to you by Play It Again Sports.
Want to hear ESPN The Jock without lifting a finger? Just say play ESPN on Jock on TuneIn to your smart speaker and take The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, local sports, and your favorite shows anywhere in the house. ESPN The Jock, always on, always entertaining.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high-security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
250 years ago, a nation was born. And ever since, brave men and women have given everything to protect it. This summer, Highland Dairy is celebrating America's 250th with our new limited edition Red, White, and Boom ice cream and a $250,000 commitment to Folds of Honor. Nominate a hometown hero. Spin to win daily prizes. Visit highlanddairy.com/boom. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Piano Craft is celebrating America's 250th with our most explosive sale ever. We're talking digital pianos up to 50% off. We're talking tech certified conservatory grade verticals 50% off of new pricing. How about this? New Yamaha grand piano with a free player piano upgrade. Man, that's a $9,000 value. Friends, you've got to get to Piano Craft today. Sale is over July 4th. Visit Piano Craft, Republic Road in Fremont in Springfield.
We named our company US for a reason. We're proud. And this summer, we would encourage you to take a road trip vacation and explore America. But before you leave, come to US Automotive and let us give your car a thorough inspection. Air conditioning, brakes, oil, tires, everything to make your road trip across America one to remember for the right reasons. Happy 250th birthday, America.
US Automotive.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
Back on the show, The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Our poll question of the day on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it today.
I really made a mistake on that open. In case it was a stupid question, I probably should have had your name first. With Rob.
Blame it on me.
Just in case they would have thought of you first. If it is a really stupid question, as 47 said.
My whole thing is this. I don't make up any of these questions. This is your lane. Like, for example, am I going to have a question on Friday and Monday when you're not here? Because one time I didn't, and guess what? The show went on. We didn't crash and burn at all. Although I was sitting there going, wait, did he put one up? I can't find it. I can't find a question. Never mind. We met. Oh, that was the day we made up our own poll question. Chef Tiny and I did. That was good.
You know, you can do it on the streaming deal too if you want. You can put it up there. So here's our question today.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of things you can do with that if you.
We're gonna just turn into a TV show or something, Tom.
People that want to comment, we could have those flashing across the screen when they, say something smart on Facebook. The comment.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, good morning, guys.
They can go like on our show screen right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, here's our question on X or Twitter today. Our poll question. 96.9 The Jock is where you find that. We do this every day. Which of the following schools had the most players selected in the NBA draft this week? Which of the following schools had the most players selected in the NBA draft this season? Was it Michigan, Duke, Arkansas, or Link Year Prep?
I love it.
Link
I
Year
know you're
Prep.
not going to reveal it till tomorrow, but that's good, man.
So that's
I just made my choice.
That's the question.
Michigan, Duke, Arkansas, Link Year Prep.
Yep.
I think Link Year Prep. I think there's a lot of Link Year Prep guys on that draft list.
Well, I can tell you exactly how many I know, and how the other ones, how many the other ones.
Are you gonna reveal it now? Or okay, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll come back. Well, I'll try to. I gotta come back. To that tomorrow.
You have to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will do that on the poll. I'll come back to that tomorrow. And you gotta leave me the answers though. Okay. Well, you just did it on a video.
Oh. What a dummy.
Tompkins thought he was on radio.
Yeah. We always flash signals to one another. That was pretty stupid.
There's your answer.
Well, that was wrong, by the way.
That was right. Yeah,
Yeah.
You cover your tracks.
Yeah. Whatever I just flashed up there was wrong. I can tell you that.
Well, good thing we're not giving away Rosie Joe's trivia on that. You just gave away the answer, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Michigan, Duke, Arkansas, or Link Year Prep. Man, I tell you what, that's Link Year Prep. I think that's a good number there, I would think.
Yep. Hey, how about some baseball? Both Missouri teams lost yesterday.
That was weird, wasn't it? Well, not really weird. I'll start with the Royals today. Royals just didn't have it. It was one of those. Noah Cameron came out, just didn't have it yesterday. Gave up a bunch of runs early. They ended up losing 5-3 to the Rays down in St. Pete. But the thing is, you keep thinking, oh man, the loss of the Rays. The Rays are 44-33 on the season, second best team in the American League. The Royals have competed very well the first two games with them. Competed yesterday, just didn't quite have it from Cameron yesterday, so they dropped that decision 5-3 yesterday.
They struck out 12 times too.
Yeah,
that was kind of a big problem.
Well, that Jack's guy,
yeah,
that he is kind of I won't say a Royals killer, but he kind of is. He's kind of that guy that you always face these guys that just shut you down, right? We talk about Paul Skeens, how the Cardinals get to Paul Skeens, right? But then Paul Skeens can pretty much shut down about everybody else, right? Well, this is the way it is with Garrett Jacks, man. That guy, I'm telling you what, he just, even though he only went 5 innings, he struck out 7 in 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs. That was on an error. Those are both unearned. And 88 pitches, 52 strikes, man. Pounding the zone. Royals just couldn't get it going. Once again, Ursig comes in, pitches well. 8 pitches, 8 strikes. I'm telling you, Ursig is getting better. I think his brain is starting to come back in saying, yes, I'm a good major league pitcher. I've been watching Ursig lately. I just think he's coming along now. So getting his mojo back.
Got a question for you, and it came up because maybe it was yesterday's poll. Is Kaggs not officially a rookie? Did he play too much last year to be a Rookie of the Year candidate? Somebody had said that to us on one of the messages. I'm like, I didn't think he played that much last year to be not qualify as an actual rookie this year. Because he went down, he played and then they sent him back to AAA, and then he came back at the end of the season, but I didn't think he played that much.
I don't really know. That's interesting, Tom.
I guess we should
he
ask.
is not considered a rookie. Let's see. He officially exceeded his rookie limits last year.
He did.
Yeah, but not by much. Let's see. 130. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, you got to be, if you're on the active roster 45 days. So he was. He's on the active roster 45 days last year, not counting September. So he exceeded his limits. So he'd have been considered a rookie last year. Yeah, but not by much. 130 at bats too. So there's 130 at bats, or 45 days on the roster, not counting September, and so he exceeded his rookie limits last year. But yeah, but not by much. Not by much.
Well, other baseball news: Cardinals also lose to the D-backs 9-4. Man, Liberatore he just not have it this year. Gave up 6 runs in the fourth to the D-backs, threw 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, struck out 3, walked 2. First time through, he seems to be okay. And
that's exactly what it is. First time through, looking pretty sharp. Then they drop a 6 bomb on him. In the fourth, and because I was watching that score back and forth. I'm like, oh, they're kind of going, because I was eager to see how Arenado did, that kind of thing, and JJ, and man, JJ 0 for 5. He wasn't. They really got shut down though. 8 hits, and 2 of them came from Fermin, and 2 of them came from Blaze Jordan. He had 3 RBIs. But the bottom part of the lineup, but Burleson sat out. That must have been just a rotational thing, rest day or something. He pinch hit late, got a hit late. Actually came in. Looks like they did the double switch. It looks like, and got not double switch, but they kind of double switched it. Crooks came in to catch. So anyway, tough one. And 42-36 though on the season, still hanging in there. Milwaukee wins again. That's the problem. Once Milwaukee gets their legs on, I've been keep saying this for the last 3 weeks. Once they get going, you got to keep pace. You knew it was going to come. It's almost like that horse race. When you're coming around there, you're on the backside and you're all kind of together. Then all of a sudden, Milwaukee starts getting a little bit of some distance there as they go into that third turn. That's kind of where they are now. I know it's a bad analogy because we're not in the third turn yet, but Milwaukee's starting to leg it out a little bit here.
Other baseball: Joshua Baez for Memphis, his 26th dinger last night.
Wow.
In AAA Memphis. So the last 24 games, Baez hitting .353, Rob, 15 home runs. For the season, he's batting .277. He's cut down on his strikeouts.
Yeah.
26 home runs, 65 RBIs for Baez. And again, I heard they're close to bringing him up. So, my gosh, 26 home runs before the All-Star break.
It's nuts to me. I mean, just nuts, because the ball is as big as a beach ball for him. You talk about being able to see it out of the hand. Baez is seeing it out of the hand right now. He can. You get white hot fire. Like, you want to bring a guy up just because, hey, he can knock a few out of the park here for you.
Yeah.
So hopefully they do that soon. I mean,
another outfielder.
I hope they don't waste too much time on that, because he's really hot.
Well, they did make a trade this week. Roycroft, who had been in Springfield last year, and he was traded for I think a dozen baseballs or something.
Yeah, just to clear space, probably
Yep.
roster space.
So they're starting to think about some moves down the road, but keep hearing that Baez is soon to be a St. Louis Cardinal. Speaking of that, they had a press conference yesterday. A lot of nothing to me. I mean,
I know
we talked about it's like, okay, Bill DeWitt the third, now the CEO, Junior. It kind of slowing down a little bit, I guess. And then they also named a new president of business operations. That's what the whole press conference was. Just send out a release. Why do we have to have a press conference for, Bill DeWitt the third being? I thought he was running the thing anyway.
Yeah. I didn't really. When that news broke yesterday, I'm like, that's a big nothing burger.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need a press conference for that. Like, people care about that. Nobody cares who your president of operations is.
They want to know who the roster and stuff like that. They don't care.
Or if you're changing GMs or you got new ownership or something like that. Nobody cares about somebody getting a promotion. I mean, come on, man. Are they going to do that when they give me a promotion here? They're going to do a press conference. We're going to invite all the media in from everywhere else, announce my promotion.
You'll be the assistant GM of the Jock ESPN room to clean and sanitize
pretty
daily.
much. And I move up from that lower level job.
Yeah.
But we're going to do a press conference. By the way, Springfield Cardinals last night. Did you see this? They had three of their guys get their first AA home runs last night in the same game. So you got Trey Richardson, the third, Jesus Baez, and Juan Bin Cho.
All homered.
All hit their first AA home runs last night for the Springfield Springbirds last night. How about that? 7-1 win over the Naturals last night at the 66.
Was that Wiener Wednesday that they did this?
No.
What?
Yes, it was Wiener Wednesday. I mean, I'm all messed up on days. Today's Thursday. It was Wiener Wednesday, Leah. They hit their first AA home runs last night. Those three guys, Trey, Jesus, and Juan Bin. I'm going to call him Juan Bin. I don't know if that's his first name, but first AA home runs last night. Congratulations, guys.
Another
awesome.
Baez in the organization. How about that?
They're related? Probably not related, huh? Maybe.
You would have thought they would have mentioned that. Could be.
Yeah,
but,
maybe. At some point. But so Springfield Cardinals win 7-1 last night over Northwest Arkansas out at the 66. They're back in action tonight out at the 66. I wonder if Jason called it the 66. I need to go back and see if he did that.
Yep.
And we'll text him and see if he's using that. Trademarked. All right. Tonight's game for the Springfield Cardinals to take on Northwest Arkansas. Both, by the way, 1-1 in the second half, right? Because the second half has now started. So they're 1-1 in the second half. Tonight, they'll play at 7:05 out there at the Yard. And I don't know what the promotion is tonight. I don't have it in front of me.
Very good. Hey, we got a great show lined up for you. Coming up, next segment after the break, Trevor Bowling, who is the new baseball coach at Willard. He's already taken over. I mean, they're in summer ball. This is an important time very important time for all the high school baseball teams. So they're working out. He's with the team, some of the players right now. So that'll be coming up after the break. Jeff Tiny will be in at 8:00, and Mike Keltner will be on with us at 8:20 to talk a little bit about the NBA draft. Trevon Brazile selected by the Denver Nuggets. And then we'll also talk about the NBA championship with Coach Keltner. All that coming up on this Thursday edition of the show. It's called The Opening Drive. I'm Tom. He's Rob. And we're brought to you by Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. That's off Battlefield right here in Springfield.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
I'm Attorney General Catherine Hanaway, and I want to welcome you to Missouri for the Matches. We are on alert for human trafficking. It's often in plain sight. It's people who seem isolated, controlled, or who don't have their ID or money. To share a tip, download the Simply Report app or call 1-833-5-BE-SAFE. We need your help to stop human trafficking.
Sponsored by the Missouri Attorney General's Office. Summer savings going on now at Pinnaker Chevrolet Buick GMC in Branson. Drive home in a 2026 GMC Sierra Crew SLT with up to $13,250 off MSRP and ask about 0% financing for 60 months. Get into a 2026 Buick Envision with up to $7,000 off MSRP. Need serious capability? The 2026 Chevy Silverado 2500 Custom Diesel delivers power and performance with $8,000 in total savings. Shop online, PinnakerBranson.com.
Every time. Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it, just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock as we roll on a Thursday morning, and glad you're along to ride with us today. And we're also glad to have along on the ride today for the first time as the head coach of that's weird, this is going to be weird, Willard Baseball, Trevor Bowling. I didn't say Scott McGee. I said Trevor Bowling, the new head coach at Willard. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I'm not going to say you've got big shoes to fill. I'm not going to say that at all. We're not even going to go there because you obviously know that. But you've been well-trained and well-groomed for this position, and we're excited to have you here as leading the Willard program. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts as you head into your first full season here.
So I'm excited to take over. I've been here for the last 7 years. Honestly, I've been here as a player and a coach for 12 of McGee's 19 years. So I'm pretty familiar with the program. I was here. He took over when I was an 8th grader, so I got to see it from the beginning to what it is now. I'm just trying to continue this legacy that we built.
Yeah, that's great because right now he's built a great one then right here behind the Hartleys when they came through as well. It's been a well-run program. Just tell me a little bit about you've been there this entire time. Are you anticipating continuing kind of the strategies and such that Scott has laid out for you?
So I think that's the biggest question that people have asked me is like, how is things going to be different? And I would say in the grand scheme of things, a lot of things are going to be very similar to how we do strategy-wise. McGee has always been somebody that's given the assistants a lot of say on like how we want to do things. So a lot of the things that we have been doing, there's things that I agree with and they've shown to work. The biggest things will probably be like the day-to-day type stuff might change a little bit. Me and McGee are different personalities, and I just got to coach my personality.
Mm-hmm.
So give us a little history on your background. You'd played at Willard. Where'd you go to school after that? What'd you do right after you got out of school?
So I graduated from Willard in 2012. Then I went to College of the Ozarks for 2 years, played there, and then I transferred to SBU, finished out my career there. And then I ran out of eligibility, but I still needed to finish my degree. So I came on here as like a volunteer coach in 2017. Then I took over as head coach at Walnut Grove for 2 years. And then I came here and I've been here for the last 7 years. So that's about 10 years in coaching so far.
Does it help quite a bit that you're real familiar with the program and everything that goes on there in Willard and all the facilities and all that?
Definitely. I think just having the connections in place already with the people is such a huge asset for me. Like I know so many people involved in our youth and our middle school and upper administration. I've have established relationships with them. So it's allowed me to kind of hit the ground running a little bit quicker than maybe somebody an outside hire that would have to establish all those relationships first. So I do think that's something that's given me an advantage and honestly given me some confidence in taking over here right away.
Yeah, definitely from my aspect and seeing your youth program and such, it does make a big difference knowing who's coming through the pipeline, knowing the families coming through the pipeline as well. It's such a huge school district, and for you guys, for you in particular, to know kind of what's out there and what's coming to prepare for that, as opposed to a new coach that doesn't know what's kind of going on around here. Even if they're from here, it's a whole different thing. It's a Willard tradition, a Willard culture. You're able to kind of perpetuate that and keep that going.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, something that I've tried to be involved in is our youth tryouts the last 7 years. So knowing how those are ran, how do we divide up the teams? Noel Sparing is our youth director. I have a good relationship with him. So you really need to you have to have a good youth program these days to kind of, high school level, you kind of have ebbs and flows of talent. If you can establish a youth program and just focus on development, hopefully you can be a little more even keeled and be successful consistently. I think that's what we've shown that we can do here.
So, in your opinion, you've been around the successful teams, the Final Four teams at Willard. What makes that program so special?
That's a great question. I think that's also some things that people have asked me as well, and I think they get a little bit underwhelmed when I actually tell them because I don't think we do anything special. We don't do anything groundbreaking. But what I do think we do is we do a lot of little things really well, and it just adds up over time, and it's what makes us good. We're very attention to detail, and I just think there's a lot of things that we do better than maybe other programs do. And there's not just like one thing that, hey, this is what has made Willard baseball Willard baseball. It's just it's a million different things that I think we do well.
I would agree with that because I've followed your program. I know Noel. I've known these guys for a long time, and I, of course know Hartley as well. And I sit there and look at what Willard does as far as the culture. We talked about that before. That yeah, you do a lot of the little things well, and you're right. It adds up. I mean, when you take particular details and you really hone in on those and you master those, I think that's what's made you very 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 successful.
Definitely. If you look at the guys that we're turning out to go to play college baseball, we don't have a plethora of Division I talent. We're sending guys to D2s and NAIs around the locally. Like if you look at the COC, there's plenty of other schools in the COC that have way more Division I prospects than we do. But I think that's something that is a testament to our guys that they work hard, they buy in. We have a system that we like to operate, and it's proven to work. And the more success that we've had throughout the years, the guys just understand like, hey, this is what's expected of them. This is your role, and they dominate their roles. And honestly, it's success is shown.
So, did Coach McGee leave the cupboard bare, or do you have anybody coming back?
So we do. Well, we returned 4 starters from last year's squad. We started 2 sophomores and 2 juniors. Matthew Burns and Jackson Red are juniors, really good players. Jackson Red was a first-team All-State player. He set our hits record. Matthew Burns was our number 2 on the mound. He would probably be a number 1 for majority of teams in the state, but Levi Hilton was just so good this year that Matthew Burns was our number 2. And then he's going to slide into that number 1 role next year, also play shortstop for us, hit in the middle of our lineup. And then 2 sophomores we play are Easton Red and Evan Arnold. They both started for us as sophomores and held their own. It's very difficult to play as a sophomore in this program, and especially on a team that ends up winning a state championship. So we're going to rely heavily on those 4 guys. Then we have some incoming seniors that we're kind of role players, courtesy runners, pinch runners type that I expect to come in and fill in right away. So I definitely think that we'll be good next year as well.
And you never know who's going to move in too. I mean, that's another thing too. Your school districts, geographically, who might move in the off season as well. Have you heard of any maybe move-ins?
Oh no, yeah, I don't really ever rely on the rumors of move-ins because they don't ever pan out. You always hear about someone that might be moving in, and then I don't think in my entire career that has ever panned out. Honestly, we've had people like
I
throughout
can
the
name
last
one. I can
decade
name
that
one. Garrett
oh
Rice.
yeah.
I can name one.
Yeah, Garrett Rice. Yeah. So yeah, he was a pretty good move in. Unfortunately, like the last few years, like, we've lost some kids, some good players as middle schoolers that have went to other programs,
Oh.
which had they have stayed, they would probably be playing some pretty big roles for us now. But no, we have a bunch of guys that work really hard, and I don't think that we need to rely on
No, I
some
wouldn't say
movement to
rely.
come in.
Yeah, yeah, because I wouldn't say rely, but when you move to Springfield and you live on the west side, you don't realize, well, that's Willard School District. I mean, so
Yeah.
sometimes you just move in, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to here, I'm going to Willard, So
Oh yeah.
sometimes it's just where I live in Springfield type of thing. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that
so
would be awesome. But as of now, I have not heard of anybody that's coming in.
all right. Hey, what are you going to miss most about the daily interaction, not having Coach McGee there?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was probably the most bittersweet thing about this because, I've been around McGee for, the last 20 years.
Yeah.
I played for him. So he's kind of like as a mentor. And then he kind of turned into, one of my best friends that I have. And now he's, moving to a different school district. He kind of wants to, let me run the program and not kind of be as seen as much. So that's going to be difficult because just, the friendship part is probably what I'm going to miss the most. We kind of said when I took over, when it was official that I was going to take over, uh, and we told the guys, and it was going to be kind of like our last ride for a lot of us, not only for Scott McGee, but our freshman coach, Jacob Scott. He's going to be focusing on just teaching next year, and he has a young kid that he wants to. We just require a lot, so he wants to be more active in his son's life, and I completely understand. And so those relationships I'm probably going to miss the most. So, but who knows? Maybe down the line, maybe we get the band back together. That would probably be a long time away, but we'll see.
Based on longevity of Willard coaches, that's going to be a long time.
Oh yeah, I actually ran into Coach Harley this past week, and we were hosting
Yeah.
a tournament for him. And he reminded me that there's only been 2 coaches for the last 40 years at Willard. John went 21, and Scott went 19. So I think I'm going to be probably the 4th coach in Willard history, which is kind of crazy to think about.
That's what we counted up. I was
Yeah.
like, let's see, 1, 2, 4. That's
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Visiting
Oh,
with Trevor Bowling, new baseball coach at Willard. People watching on video see your shirt there that says Tiggs Baseball. Tell us about Tiggs Baseball.
So this was a McGee thing. So he doesn't really care about the uniforms or how we look or anything like that. So that's something that he's kind of delegated to me since I've been here. But the last time we got new uniforms, he had one request, and is that we got a jersey that said Tiggs across the chest. So we kind of it was something that kind of took off a couple years ago with our 2024 group. They kind of it just became a thing, and then around that time we were going to get new uniforms. So we also got kind of like the Tennessee Volunteers. That's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
what inspired a little bit. They got balls across their
Balls.
chest.
Mhm.
So it's kind of the same font, or as close to the font as we could get without getting sued and whatnot. So yeah,
Well, you won't.
that was a McGee thing, and honestly, it's just kind of it's kind of blown up a little bit. So it's something that we're definitely probably gonna have to continue to keep.
You have to, coach, because there's so many tigers around here. I mean, so that kind of differentiates you a little bit, Retmo's
100%.
got their Retmo thing, you got your Tiggs. I mean, I love it, man. That's a
Yeah.
great marketing thing. Gotta get that thing trademarked.
Yeah.
Get it done. Make
Yeah.
a little extra money on the side there. That's your design. Get that trademark.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
is
I
it
don't
the
know about
lady
that, but we'll
Tig?
see.
Is it the Lady Tiggs then? Is that what it is too for the women's teams there?
Honestly, it's just been the baseball program that's utilized the Tigs. I can't speak for the other programs. Maybe they'll try to incorporate it a little bit, but I'm not sure.
Well, coach, congratulations. It's really awesome. The 4th coach in Willard history. And what a great you've been there a long time. I know you've been there a long time. So this is
Yeah.
not new to you, but it's still new. And it's gonna be different talking to you instead of Coach McGee. But man, we'd love having you on, and of course we'll have you on all next year as well.
And how's your summer program going right now?
It's full swing, man. It's we didn't have any time to celebrate the state championship because the very next day we're hosting a 16U tournament, so we're waking up super early for that, and there's a bunch of rain in the forecast, of course, but it helps when you have turf.
Yes, it is.
Turf.
Loving that turf, aren't you, Coach?
Oh yeah, that's been our first year with the turf, and it's amazing. I would never want to go back.
That's great. Coach Bowling, congratulations again. We'll have you on, obviously, as we approach next season and in between if we need to. And just congratulations on this gig.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely. Trevor Bowling, the head coach of the state champion Willard Tigers. The Tigs, as he got to get that trademarked. Got to make a little extra cash there, Coach. Hey, we're at the top of the hour. We got a lot of things coming up next hour. We got Chef Tiny in the house. Just walked in. How you doing?
Yeah.
All right. Chef Tiny in the house with his KC hat on. We'll talk a little Chef Tiny coming up next. We got Mike Keltner talking NBA draft. That and more, top of the hour, coming up next on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
A little bit of fog early this morning will clear away and reveal a partly to mostly cloudy sky as we go through your Thursday. There's a chance for rain and thunderstorms this afternoon, with rain and storms likely this evening and overnight tonight. Some storms could be strong to severe later today. We'll likely start the day Friday with rain likely through much of the day tomorrow. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
An evening with Third Eye Blind at Downstream Casino Resort. Live in concert Saturday, July 11th. Playing a career full band electric set live at the outdoor venue at Downstream Casino Resort. Hear your favorites live. Get tickets at downstreamcasino.com or at the Hackathon gift shop.
Do you know what tasty dairy products Happy Cows and farmer owners have in common? Your local Highland Dairy. Highland is owned by the dairy farmers who produce the milk that we use to make our fresh dairy products you see on the shelves. Our farmers are fiercely dedicated to bringing nutritionally rich, high-quality dairy products for your family and ours. That's how Highland provides farm-to-table foods with the freshest local ingredients from happy cows near you. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
In Southwest Missouri, skip the corporate shop prices and go with the mechanic you can actually trust. C&C Truck and Auto. They've got 25 years of hands-on experience, so they find a real problem fast, explain it in plain English, and fix it right without the surprise upcharges, brakes, oil changes, front-end repairs. They do it all with honest pricing and solid work. Get you back on the road quick. C&C Truck and Auto. Trust your ride to pros. Visit cctruckandauto.com.
Looks like someone didn't go to Dynamite Fireworks. Come on, this is America's 250th birthday. You're not going to celebrate 250 years of freedom with some rinky-dink fireworks show, are you? Nah, you're going to start your Boomsday prepping right now with the best fireworks in the world from Dynamite Fireworks. Go to Dynamite Fireworks and see more today. Just look for the huge USA rockets and American flag, and find them on Facebook.
This is Mike Greenberg, and you're listening to 96.9 and AM 1060 ESPN The Jock on KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield.
Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
Springfield Cardinals slugging 4 home runs Wednesday night to back starter Braden Davis in a 7-1 win over the Northwest Arkansas Naturals at Route 66 Stadium. Cardinals and the Naturals play again tonight, 7:05 at the ballpark downtown. Drury women's basketball coach Casey Bailey announcing her program's 2026-27 schedule. It's a slate featuring 28 games, including 14 contests at O'Reilly Family Event Center. Regular season opens in Springfield with the GLVC MIAA crossover hosted at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. The 4-team event begins November 13th with a neutral site matchup between Southwest Baptist and Pittsburgh State. And then Drury opens its season later that day against national tournament qualifier Fort Hays State. I'm Don Luzader on the Jock.
The Sports Center update is brought to you by ABC Roofing. Keeping it simple, abcroofing.net. This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
A little bit of fog early this morning will clear away and reveal a partly to mostly cloudy sky as we go through your Thursday. There's a chance for rain and thunderstorms this afternoon, with rain and storms likely this evening and overnight tonight. Some storms could be strong to severe later today. We'll likely start the day Friday with rain likely through much of the day tomorrow. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
This is Rob Rodgers, the co-host of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Can you smell it now? The hot dogs, the green grass on the field. It must be baseball season. And where can you find the best baseball coverage in the Ozarks? Right here on ESPN The Jock.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Now, it's time for Chef Tiny and the best of the Ozarks. Spotlighting the places, flavors, and local favorites that make this area special.
Here we go. Chef Tiny's walk-up song in the house.
I'm here.
Wearing the KC hat today.
You can see me. I'm slapping the bass.
Slapping the
bass, man.
Got his USA shirt on.
Yeah.
United States plays today against Turkey in a meaningless group game.
Feeling very patriotic today.
Yeah.
You know,
they're going to eat turkey tonight.
Yeah.
It's so funny that I say, playing turkey in a meaningless pool play game. You know, that's because that's who we are. We're Americans.
Smoke some
soccer.
turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Make some smoked turkey sandwiches.
Well, how you doing, man?
I'm tired, but I'm here and I'm good. I've had 2 big nights at the restaurant. So, yeah, just, stuff going on.
Wearing you out.
It's wearing me out, man. Like I told you, I literally made a hard left coming out from getting coffee in the break room and ran right into the bear. That's for some reason, I thought the Jock Studio was more to the left.
That's
Didn't
a
even
hard
notice the giant bear statue out there that almost took me out.
That's a hard left, too, by the way.
That is
Not
very
exactly out in the walkway.
For people that don't know, here at the studio, it was 20 years ago or so, they had this big campaign for all these, I don't know if they're ceramic, what kind of bears those are. There's some.
Kind of.
They made like 50 of them and sold them and made some money.
Auctioned them and stuff. Yeah.
And we've got one, and it's kind of in our lobby area.
Yeah, because we're the Bears station. We're the official home of the Bears. So
they painted them, and they had a contest which one looked nicest and whatever. So we have one of those. People like to sit on it and get pictures.
I tap his nose every time I come to the studio.
Rub the nose.
I do. I rub the nose every time I come in.
Ooh, see, I should have done that.
Every time I rub
would have
his
given
nose.
me better luck. And let's just say I have not had my V8 today. So
there you go. Well, that's the explanation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you gone to any Naturals Cardinals games this week? Have you had a chance to?
I'm
working, have you?
supposed to go tonight and tomorrow and Saturday, but it's going to probably rain out tonight.
Snipe hunters tonight.
The snipe hunters tonight. I was actually looking forward to getting my new snipe hunters hat.
Yes.
At the 66.
At the 66.
The 66.
Right?
I almost said the H word.
Yeah.
At the 66.
At least you said the 66. That's I'm trying to get. I don't know if Jason Schwartz is saying that on for the Cardinals broadcast, but he needs to.
Yeah,
I gave him that.
So would love to go tonight if the weather holds off. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, looking.
Friday night's kind of tricky as always, with restaurants, but I do have tickets for tomorrow night's game just in case I can make it, and Saturday night as well.
All right.
So
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to try to go Saturday night, maybe. I don't know. I'll try to.
Yeah.
But we're playing in town this week, so we're out at Ozark.
Oh,
so we're playing
nice.
early. But then I think Saturday. Oh no, I can't go Saturday because I think we're going to Twister Alley if it doesn't rain. Get Rhett some laps over there maybe because that's been rained out. He's been rained out for like the entire month of June. It's rained every Saturday over there, I guess.
It's been a very, fertile June, I should say. Like it's just
Fertile's
my
right.
yard has never looked this green in June.
You'll look this green in
mowing it twice a week nowadays.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Trip, and my bushes are going like crazy in front of my house. Okay, best of.
Yes.
Frozen treats. We got National Ice Cream Month coming up next month. So since we're so close to July, I figured we can kind of preface July with some of the best frozen treats in Springfield.
Yeah.
So, Rob, where do you like to go for your frozen treats?
Well,
Where
I
do you
mean,
go?
Andy's is kind of the top there. That's kind of the default answer. But but there's other places
$32
around.
million headquarters in town.
Yeah. Big news here this week.
Yeah, and it's that's a 50-50 deal on the Facebook comments. If you read that
Yeah, some people are like, give the custard god what he wants.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. But Andy's is probably one of my top.
What do you get at Andy's? Like, do you have a favorite?
I kind of like going for that. What's that triple chocolate deal?
Oh,
Triple
yeah.
chocolate blizzard. That's pretty good because that's just all the things in one shot. Oh, I do like the apple pie though, but that when it's
the seasonal
flavor.
one. Yeah,
I like that. And I like key lime. Those are my three.
Yeah. What about you, Tom?
I'm of course we had the what was the bear boomer the boomer.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. At Andy's, which is good. I'm a big shake guy, so I kind of look around to see where I can get a good shake and anything with chocolate in it, but I can be convinced to try different types of shakes.
So I'm not so much of a chocolate guy, but my go-to at Andy's and what I think is the old standby, the best thing they've always had on their menu, and that's the Ozark Turtle.
Ozark Turtle.
Go away from the Ozark Turtle. Yeah. I did have the strawberry shortcake the other day.
Yeah,
that was fantastic.
Really?
Fantastic.
I've never had that.
My daughter's favorite, my 15-year-old daughter's favorite is the Snow Monster.
Oh, yeah.
It's like chocolate and strawberry, like mixed up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's her favorite there. But yeah, Andy's is obviously, I think, if you're especially being from this area, that's always going to be what people talk about, right?
Sure.
But there's also a place right next to Retro Metro, Rita's.
Oh yeah, the ice.
Yeah, Rita's. And so that's a very East Coast thing. And Justine, she brought, that franchise here, and they set up shop in the Majors Crossing Shopping Center right there where Retro Metro is.
Yeah.
And they have one of my favorite things during the summer is being an 80s and 90s kid. Kool-Aid Sharkleberry is my favorite Kool-Aid.
Ooh.
It's the strawberry orange Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And they do a Sharkleberry Italian ice. And then they have things there called a gelati, which is custard mixed with the Italian ice.
Yes.
So I get a Sharkleberry Fin gelati.
Wow.
And during the summertime, I'm telling you, there's anything more refreshing. I'd try and beat it.
I need to try Rita's. I've seen them in Florida. I just never have gone. It's just one of those things like, oh, that looks cool, but I just never go. It's one of those things you just need to go here this summer, one of these summer nights.
I kind of, and I've confessed to Justine that, I do still go to Andy's, I support her as well, but I do still go to Andy's. I think it's more or less what is my laziness level that day. Do I want to get out of the car or do I want to stay in the car and just drive through? So depending on the laziness scale of that day and my custard fix, it depends on where I go.
So July is, the whole month is dedicated to
ice cream.
Yeah. So,
well, and I'm sure other things. We have all these different months for, all kinds of stuff, but yeah, ice cream month. So, and also happens to be the birth month of Chef Tiny. So, and I love ice cream. So, I think that coincided perfectly.
An ice cream cake then for his birthday, Rob.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. And, I was going to go with, so store-bought frozen treats, all right, around here. I love, being from Texas originally, love Bluebell. Any Bluebell ice cream is always great, but their cookies and cream, it can't be beat. I've never known anyone to put more Oreos in their cookies and cream ice cream than Bluebell. And I love cookies and cream ice cream from Bluebell, all-time favorite. But locally, if I'm going to be something simple, I love Highland Dairy vanilla and strawberry. Just plain vanilla and strawberry. Yeah, they do such a great job with those. Oh man, yeah.
I will say the Highland Dairy vanilla is really good. Just plain. You're like,
yeah.
Rarely do I like something plain vanilla. I do like Andy's plain vanilla, but Highland Dairy ice cream, just plain vanilla.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Guys, I've got a real foodie on with us, Coach Keltner, who is probably one of the greatest foodies out there. Mike, are you with us right now? Coach, can you hear us?
Must be on mute.
Might be on mute. Coach, we'll have to get his...
Type him a message, Tom.
Yep. I think he can see us. Can you see us, Coach? Maybe not. We'll wait. We'll get... This guy, I mean, he is a true foodie, and that's why I wanted him... You've talked to him before.
Yeah.
He knows all the stops.
Oh,
and ice cream, there's no doubt about it. He knows where the ice cream is.
You know, I'm not a big sweets guy in general. Like, I don't crave candy and stuff like that. You know, I don't have a huge sweet tooth, but ice cream, yeah, I could mow that all the time. Don't have to be in the mood for it either. I'll just, love it.
Yeah. So around town, I was just trying to think. I just thought of something, and I can't recall what it was and where it was, but it was something, a frozen treat that was really good. I think it was a dessert at, Ariake. They've got that.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, that, not freeze-dried ice cream stuff.
The mochi?
Yes.
Yeah, the mochi ice
it's not
cream.
really a frozen treat, but it's kind of for a dessert there. That was really good.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was really
pretty good.
It melts in your mouth. It's so good.
Texture's different.
Yeah. It's not what you expect. You know,
No.
you're like, oh, that's good. It's but I like it. That's good. What else, man? What else? Good stuff.
Well, you know, I mean, truthfully, anytime you can go Snowbiz, you know, I mean, we can't forget about Snowbiz in town. I mean, they still set up shops. Pineapple Whip.
Oh, Pineapple Whip's good.
mean,
People I bet you. And now that Hawaiian Bros is here in town, they got kind of the same type of thing. A Pineapple Whip type dessert there in their store as well.
It's the Dole pineapple soft serve.
Yep.
That they serve there. But truthfully, it's like you go have that, and it's good.
Yeah,
it's really good. But then you go have a Pineapple Whip.
It's different.
Then you realize, oh man, Pineapple Whip is on a whole nother level, isn't it?
Isn't it funny when you're going around town? You know what time of year it is when you start seeing the hula dancer?
Signs. Yes.
Yeah. You're like, well, here we go.
Here we go. Season's starting. You know, every time the hula girl's out there, you know, just shaking away. Yeah.
Love that.
So do you when you go to Pineapple Whip, though, that's the thing, is that they usually have two flavors.
Yeah, you got the regular and then whatever.
And then like a one-off fruit flavor. So, Tom, are you a Pineapple Whip guy, Tom?
Not been once a couple years ago, but not regularly.
Not a regular.
Yes. We've got an Andy's, within a half mile of our house.
Right.
So that's a pretty regular stop for us.
Puts a roadblock up there for the Pineapple Whip.
It's like on your way home, isn't it? Pretty much.
Absolutely. Every day, no doubt. And it's crazy because, you have to avoid traffic. Huge lines every night.
Yeah.
Huge lines. And it causes some problems traffic wise, but well worth it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the thing that I find when I go to Andy's too is that, I go there with Ozark Turtle in mind, but they do such a good job marketing their other flavors and their seasonal stuff.
I said no.
And I really feel like Andy's kind of grounded on that a little bit. But I was looking at I wanted to try, and then I'm looking up and I see the sign for the lemon bar. And
I
like
saw
any
that.
lemon, like anything dessert, I'm all about.
I have not tried that. Same thing. I went last time. I got my standard, and I saw the lemon bar. I'm like, I went to the standard, but I'm telling you, the next time I probably need to do the lemon. It's probably going to go out here before long.
Yeah, it's got to be seasonal. Nobody's going to eat lemons in
winter.
December.
We've made connections with Coach Keltner here. Coach, we're talking about sweets, ice cream month coming up, and we know you are an expert on desserts of all kinds. But where's your go-to around the area?
I think you're talking Lemon Bar, and I know that's on at Andy's right now, but it's the shortcake for me because it reminds me of the shortcake that both of my grandmothers made growing up, and of course they could also throw that in some homemade ice cream, so we don't have to go any further than that with homemade ice cream and then a little of that shortcake. But it reminds me of that. And when I get one of the shortcakes, I always ask for extra shortcake. So I can,
Keltner hack right there.
Yeah. Well, it's just an added feature to have a little more of that. So it really good. And of course, anything with Ozark turtle, anything with caramel and chocolate on it and pecans. I mean, come on, it's kind of a guarantee.
It's literally every.
It is. I know.
Sweet, salty, bitter.
Exactly.
It's great. It's so good.
So, Coach, what is your go-to sweets out there? We're talking about desserts with Ice Cream Month coming up in July. Where do you go around the area?
Anytime I go to Rosie Joe's, I get a piece of pie. That's fairly, I think that's obvious to most people there. And pecans a favorite. Cream pies. I like chocolate cream pie, coconut cream pie. Both of those. Not a huge apple pie guy, but peach pie, peach cobbler, any of that when fresh peaches come rolling in. Always get your attention. And but yeah, those
too, Coach. I cobble too.
Yeah, there you go.
I love to cobble.
Now, one of the things that I had when son-in-law Drew was in Cameron University in Lawton, Oklahoma, there's a place there called Mears, which is kind of famous. They have hamburgers that fill a pie plate. The hamburger is in the pie plate, and you have to ask permission to put ketchup on the hamburger. They have to give you permission to do that, and then they basically castigate you on the spot because you're not supposed to do that, and you end up definitely mustard, and that's what they do. But it comes in a pie plate, so it's real thin, and you can cut it in fourths and do all that. But they have a pecan cobbler, and I'd never had that before, and that was kind of their dessert go-to, and it was by all accounts amazing. So I had never had that before, haven't had it since, but a pecan cobbler, which kind of goes back to what I said, Ozark turtle. It's kind of the same thing on top of ice cream. So
there you go, Chef Tom.
I've never heard of pecan cobbler, and I'm a pecan pie guy myself.
You're going to have that on your
menu.
menu.
There's a cobbler version of this out there. And you said, Coach, that was Mears?
Mears, Meers. And evidently it is at least locally famous, if not Oklahoma famous, but in Lawton, Oklahoma. Yes.
Perfect. Lawton, Oklahoma. All right. I'm putting it in my phone right now.
On a Retro Metro menu item in the future. A summer seasonal special from Retro Metro.
Yeah. So I'm not a big baking chef. Okay. I'm not one that likes to bake. A little too scientific. I don't have the patience for it. Blah, blah, blah. Right.
Yeah.
However, I do have great pie at Retro Metro because I have a pie lady that makes my pies here locally. And I always do during the summertime. It's always key lime. She makes an unreal key lime pie.
Oh, that's right. I got to come in and get your key lime.
And then we always do kind of these one-off, like interesting flavors. Obviously, fall time will have apple, pecan, that kind of stuff. But right now we've got an orange blueberry custard pie that is out of this world. And it was one of those things like you just don't think of, and you would think pecan cobbler would be something that has been heard of a lot.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of it. I've only ever heard of fruit cobblers. So, I'm going to have to ask her about this and see if she might be willing to cobble for us and get us a pecan cobbler made for Retro.
That'd be a good fall dish, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would think so.
I think it'd be a good fall dessert for pairing up with your steak or something like that. That'd be great.
Lawton, Oklahoma. I've got it in the phone, Coach.
Okay, I got you.
That way soon.
Well, Coach, hold on. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little NBA with you. Draft, of course, last night. Another Springfield public school grad drafted. We'll talk about that. Trevor Brazil from Kickapoo in Arkansas, and also we'll talk about the NBA Finals with you. So hold on, and we'll be back. It is the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, brought to you by Play It Again Sports. Chef Tiny in the house as well here on ESPN The Jock. Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Honda is shattering pain at the pump at Pinnaker Honda. The 2026 Honda Accord Hybrid Sport delivers an incredible 51 miles per gallon, helping you drive farther and spend less. Need more room? The 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid gets up to 43 miles per gallon with rates as low as 2.49%. Need a truck? Get a 2026 Honda Ridgeline with $2,000 in savings. Check out our great selection of certified used Hondas with rates starting at 1.29%. Let our family take care of yours. Shop at PinnakerHonda.com.
11:39 Tuesday morning. An alert hit every phone. Baseball-sized hail heading into the metro. Oh, no! Within minutes, massive hail pounded the Ozarks, shattering glass, damaging homes, and destroying roofs. When the storm passed, the damage was done. Now is when you call someone you can trust. ABC Roofing. They've been in business over 20 years in the Ozarks. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple. Go to abcroofing.net.
When the heat doesn't sleep, neither do you.
It's so hot, and the AC is gone.
Not on my watch. When the Ozark summer turns your home into a villain's lair, you need the heroes at Rodgersville Heating and Cooling.
This AC isn't gone. It just needs some tuning. Heroic tuning.
Thank you, Rodgersville Heating and Cooling, man. You saved us.
Don't sweat it.
Escape the heat with Rodgersville HVAC. Your home's hero when the summer heat hits. RodgersvilleHVAC.net.
Your home is where life happens. It's where kids play, pets roam, and memories are made. Since 1978, Robinson Fence Company has taken pride in building fences the right way. Every fence we build reflects our commitment to doing honest work for our neighbors. With over 4,000 fences installed, our experience speaks for itself. Rooted right here in Springfield and our office in Dallas, Texas, we're proud to be a hometown company. Robinson Fence Company. Family owned, locally trusted. Professional fencing by professional people.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
YouTube approved.
Sounds like we're in a Euro disco. Oh my God.
We're just getting ready for the Orange March.
Oh my gosh. Everything's got to be YouTube approved now, so we can gotta go through them. I'm hoping we get some better bump music than that, but that's all right. Coach Keltner rejoining us here on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob and Chef Tiny in the house as we continue our show talking a little bit NBA from last night. Trevor Brazil drafted. How cool is that? A Springfieldian from Kickapoo High School. Chef Tiny's alma mater is drafted in the second round, technically by the Spurs, and immediately traded to the Nuggets because the Nuggets are the ones who really wanted him. And I think that's a good fit for Brazil. I think it's almost a better fit than San Antonio. Coach, what do you think?
I agree, and Nuggets this year a solid third in the West behind the Spurs and the Thunder, but have a chance to play with Jokic, who's in the MVP conversation every season and will be for the near future. And you look at the dynamics of doing this. I looked at about 3 draft sites yesterday, and prior to the second round commencing again last night, and they had Trevor in the mid 40s, and they had him going to the Spurs or Brooklyn. I think two of them had Spurs, but in the mid 40s, and not surprised he went 35. But the way the Nuggets went around to get that pick, obviously he was on their radar. He won't cost them as much because he's in the second round. 3 years ago, he very likely was touted as a first round draft pick. So it's not going to cost them as much in the second round, but they did trade to get him, and traded lower to get him. And quite honestly, I think since he was on two of the three boards I looked at, he was with the Spurs. I think the Spurs wanted him as well, and credit the Nuggets with getting to a point where he will not cost them as much. He's still going to do fine. He's still going to make money, but a really high ceiling for a really athletic player and a team that, again, you have to guard the middle of the floor with the Nuggets because of Jokic, because he plays the middle, and that middle third is his. And I think we saw Brazil at Arkansas playing for Coach Calipari, who's really good at preparing guys for the NBA because he was there. And he got a situation where he's able to, he shot 35% for his career at a three. Actually, he was 34% this year at Arkansas, but he was 35 total. So he shot the ball consistently. He's got to add a foot and a half to that, but he's doing that today. I can tell you right now, they're already working today. And so the situation there may be, he's got Murray and Jokic, and it's a couple of, and again, solid third this year. So you're looking at playoffs in the near future every year in the Western Conference, which is tough, but nonetheless, the pieces are there. So I would say a high ceiling, and again, freakish athletically because of his length.
Coach, one of the most proud moments in Kickapoo High School history is the career of Anthony Tolliver, who had such a great long NBA career, great role player on whatever team he was on. Can we expect possibly the same kind of longevity out of Brazil's career, if pending that he stays healthy?
Well, exactly. And that, when you mention healthy, he did have, fairly significant knee surgery while he was at Arkansas. And obviously that was a concern. He's a fifth-year senior this year. He's 23 years old. But skipping away, and I'll come back to that in just a second. One of the things I want to point out with this year's draft was it was really good draft. And for him to still go at the 35 spot, obviously a lot of people liked him, and for sure the Nuggets did, and I think the Spurs as well, and some others. But you have to look at this draft. This is the group that in 2025 went to the 19 and under Worlds and destroyed everybody. This freshman class in college, and if you'll notice, most of them were on that team that were drafted in the first round and in the lottery round anyway. And so when they went to the Worlds, they averaged 114 points a game. Everyone else, the next best was Germany, I think, at 86. And they were 7-0. They won the final game by 40 points. But that's this draft, and they were talking about how good this draft was. So if you're not in that class, that, hey, I'm going to be down the line a little bit. And not as many European players this year, but a whole lot of really young guys. And I think we saw a great year of college basketball. But now back to your comment about Anthony Tolliver versus Brazil. A lot of the same things they are going to carry into the league. Anthony could do, if you needed a rebound, he could get a rebound. Brazil's the same way. If you need a shot, he could do that. If you need both of them were able to guard different size players. So that allows you to switch. And Anthony, of course, had the great attitude the entire time, was a great teammate. Everybody loved having him play with them. He played for a number of teams, but he had an exceptional career in the NBA, leaving Kickapoo and going to Creighton. And always wish he would have remained a Bear, but not able to keep him here. But Brazil may be in the same boat. And if he wanted to, I sure would reach out to Anthony Tolliver as soon as I could if he hasn't already. And if those guys may have already had a connection. But I think your point is well taken in the fact that he could do some of the same things because he does have a lot of those tools that are required for longevity in the league.
So, Coach, I don't know if you keep up with the Link Year school down in Branson, but they had 5 guys drafted yesterday, which is tops among all schools in the in the NBA draft. Link Year, number 1, ahead of Michigan and Duke and all those schools. Were you surprised so many guys from that school drafted yesterday and the day before?
Well, no, because their attendance area is maybe even larger than some of those schools you're talking about because the way the rules are situated now, they can bring those guys in from everywhere, and they have enough affiliations that it's not like they're going to miss on anybody. And if someone wants to play at that level and do that kind of traveling early, they have obviously a great advantage down there. And so in the process, you could kind of see, one hearkening back and you bring in the Tournament of Champions here, 1 year, Christ the King had Lamar Odom and Eric Barkley and Craig Claxton, Speedy Claxton. Mm-hmm. They had 3 guys drafted in the first round off a high school team. And but again, as the Christ the King people would say, our recruiting area's got 13 million people in it. So sometimes those things fall in your favor. And when you have a long reach, you can put those guys together sometime, and you could see where this could happen.
So, Coach, I was actually super excited with the news earlier this week that my Dallas Mavericks got a new coach. Really liked the May hiring, and much to my surprise, I guess we draft a Michigan forward in the first round with the 9th overall pick. But Morez Johnson, I mean, how do you like how he might fit in with, Cooper Flagg and the rest of this Dallas Mavericks team?
Well, Michigan was the best team, and I said this, I think on the show with the guys midway through the season. Michigan was the best team I saw all year long, night in, night out. Arizona was second, and but having that team put together, and they also had some guys. Michigan had it may have been Johnson who was on that 19 and under world team I was talking about, but for in this climate, for him able to do that and then bring in the kind of players that they did, and obviously they did well in the draft as well, but really like Dusty May, it's my understanding, and we saw this at Florida Atlantic, he can get people on the same page quickly, and in doing so, he's, when you start playing 82 games plus the playoffs, but Flagg is a great starting point because, again, he can play anywhere on the floor as well. And what May did at Michigan was he had positionless players outside of his point guard. The rest of them could all play anywhere. And he will continue. That has been for a while in the NBA. That's been a big deal. And because people do want to switch at times, particularly late in the shot clock defensively, you want to be able to switch. And May has done that at Michigan. He did it at Florida Atlantic as a coach. And, starting as a manager with Bobby Knight at the University of Indiana, he paid attention and he learned his craft well. But to see those guys put together that, you don't really have, and maybe outside of the point guard, the other four they can play anywhere. And I think that's a plus for May coming in. And he was not just mentioned with the Mavericks, and you should be happy as a Maverick fan. I imagine he turned some people down before he took this job. Yeah, but Dallas is a great landing place right now. Obviously a great city. The Mavericks are, they're there to win. And in the process, they've really got some pieces they're putting together.
Visiting with Mike Keltner, who's analyst with the Missouri State Bears basketball team, also father-in-law to Drew Richards. Give us an update on Drew and how his offseason's going.
Well, he'll, in fact, any time now the Division IIs can start recruiting. And for that matter, maybe the Division I's can as well, but usually that's been reserved in July, but they'll let the D2s go out in late June. And that has started again. And they're involved a little bit in the NIL as well. And but I kind of interestingly enough, in visiting with him the other day, Knox's grandson got on the phone and he started telling me about some of the recruits, and I'm not sure that he wasn't as informed as his dad was about where he was going to put them on the floor to take the place of certain guys that they had lost through graduation. But I know it's to get on the road now and start getting a team for the future together with the recruiting and the evaluation and everything else. They do get to start here right now, and they're in the process of doing that. But I think it's a situation where all this stuff is filtered down to the D2 level as well. And we know that the D1s come and get players, and from the D2 level that are under recruited and guys that really make a jump up and improvement, and then you get attractive to a D1 team as well. So you got to fight people off. At the same time, you've got to find a situation to bring in good players yourself and then coach them and make them better. He has been able to do that at a very high level. Certainly has.
And I was surprised. I know his name has surfaced in a couple of jobs out that way. I don't know if he got any offers or anything, but that kind of goes with being a successful Division II basketball coach, doesn't it?
Well, it does. And then you look at Josh Schertz and Ben McCullum, the coach at Damon, just took the St. Bonaventure job. So they're it's kind of like Charlie Spoonhour told me one time, if you can coach at any level. And he said, doesn't matter what sport it is, if you can coach at any level. And I think people are maybe a little more open to that because of those guys that have done really, really well, moving from D2 to D1. And that's another guy. Ryan Conwell was at Great Southern Bank Arena with Indiana State, and then he goes to I think Xavier, then he goes to Louisville, and then he gets drafted last night. And just a staircase. I'm not sure it's a spiral staircase, but it's definitely a staircase.
Well, Coach, while we have you on and Chef Tiny's here, give us a couple hidden gem restaurants in Southwest Missouri that people may not know about.
Well, as we get back onto that, and I would be remiss on the desserts, and my wife's homemade ice cream is outstanding. But I know you can't make that. You can't really make that a retail thing. I don't think she's interested in going out and selling that. But I can tell you, we kind of have a rule here that with her homemade ice cream, I made the rule, but it's that good that if you put something on it, strawberries or peaches or chocolate syrup or caramel or whatever, you can have one bowl. But if you don't do that, you can have two bowls because it's that good that we don't need any help. She doesn't need any help for that. And then I get all the credit for it, and all I do is plug in a machine and take it out take it out the right time. I do not have a hand crank. Got a White Mountain. You just plug it in. It is spectacular. But anyway, I'm trying to think here. There is a place that we ate at recently in Fairplay called Hannah's that has really good catfish. And I'm not sure, but I think occasionally they have walleye. And it was really good. And it's just in the middle of Fairplay there. And that is definitely, you'd have to drive to it. It wouldn't be just something you'd pass through.
Now, it was real catfish, right? Because sometimes these places like to serve swai and call it catfish. But this is real American Southern fried catfish. Okay, great.
And I have a story on swai as well, but I stay away from swai. Not going to have that. If it's raised in sewers in Vietnam, I'm not thinking that's going to be what I'm going to have on my plate. So, yeah. And now, interestingly enough, in Evansville, my wife and I were at a lunch place, and everybody had fish tacos. And I said, what's the fish? And they said, swai. I looked it up, and I said, well, I think I'll have just a beef taco here today. We won't have to worry about that. But, yeah, and I'm sure I'm giving it a bad name, but not doing swai ever, not just anytime soon, but not ever. So,
so Hannah's in Fairplay.
Hannah's in Fairplay because again, like the menu, they had catfish and like I said, I think maybe even walleye, but at least at that time. And I know people sometimes that's kind of a seasonal thing.
What's this place when you guys go to Wichita or go to Tulsa or whatever on your trip? You kind of stop on the way west of Springfield.
Fred and Red's. Fred and Red's in Joplin. Chili Mac. If it's there, you got to stop.
Since 1923, Coach. They've been there since 1923.
Stuff, I had that one at the Pitt State. We'd go over to Fred and Red's. That's good stuff, man.
Fred and Red's. And last night I walked up to Casper's, 1909.
Oh yeah,
went to Casper's here in town. So,
I walked into Casper's, Coach, and I was like, I love the chili three-way. I love the burger. I can't make a decision. He was like, well, have you ever had a whammy? And I'm like, what is this? He's like, well, it's our open-faced cheeseburger, and we smother it in chili.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, I'll have one of those. I ate it all. And, I mean, I don't think I've ever felt more like the fat kid at school than after eating that.
Well, and again, see, that's just where you adjust your menu to take care of whatever taste that person might have that day. So
that's cool.
But obviously, in Pittsburgh, Kansas, going to Wichita, Bardo's, and there's Chicken Mary's, Chicken Annie's, and all that. Oh. Bardo's has pulley bones.
Yeah,
and thinking of that, and you're talking about places out here, and you guys, I'm sure, have talked about it, but this came up in a conversation the other day, just with our neighbors, but. To go to Cookies in Golden City, you got fried chicken and pie. Cookies in Golden City. And that is that for some people in Springfield and Joplin, that is a afternoon drive. That we're just going to go out there and do that.
Yeah. Cookies in Golden City.
Good
stuff.
Good stuff.
I've got some great notes here.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm ready to go on a road trip.
Right?
You know?
Well, Coach, hey, it was great having you on, my friend. That was so great. Great information, man. I'm hungry now. I know where Brazil's going to fit into the lineup in Denver. I mean, I just a complete. I got my dessert. I'm about to come over to your house and have the homemade ice cream as well. So thanks a lot. This is really been a very fulfilling segment.
Just remember, don't put anything on the ice cream. Then you can have 2 bowls.
I want 2 bowls.
You get
I vote 2 bowls.
Exactly. Always just go with it and take the 2 bowls. It's much better.
Thanks, Coach. We sure do
guys.
appreciate you jumping on there. Coach Mike Keltner joined us right here on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. We're going to take our final break of the show. We'll be back after this.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The opening drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
The greatest country in the world is ready for the biggest tournament in the world, and Mully's Pub and Patio is your Team USA World Cup headquarters. Join the watch party for every USA soccer game and bring the whole family. Everyone's welcome. Watch our American soccer team with other fans at Mully's Pub and Patio every single game. Inside with Mully's massive media wall or outside. American comfort pub food with elevated cocktails and ice cold beer. Mully's Pub and Patio on East Republic Road.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Long before surf and turf gained its catchy nickname, people were already pairing the best of land and sea on special occasions. Retro Metro celebrates that tradition with their Jeremy and Julia surf and turf, a 6 or 10 ounce filet served over Cajun cream pappardelle pasta, topped with 3 grilled shrimp and a house-made crab cake, finished with fresh béarnaise. Experience the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Camping World is now open in Springfield at 836 North Glenstone. Stop in and check out a huge selection of new and used RVs, plus RV parts, accessories, and all the gear you need for camping and outdoor living. Need service or repairs? Their expert technicians will keep you ready for the road. And you can't miss it. They're home to the largest flag in Springfield, flying on a 130-foot flagpole. The brand new Camping World in Springfield. Get details and shop online at rv.campingworld.com.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN, The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening drive. It's opening drive. It's opening drive. On the opening drive. Turn up the heat. It's time for the hot stove. From the Royals and Cardinals to the Springfield Cardinals and Missouri State. If it's baseball in our backyard, we're talking it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Ridiculous! Not normal. Not normal.
The hot stove starts now on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back in the opening drive, the final segment of our Thursday show, the hot stove baseball segment, as we get going here with Chef Tiny, and who will be with me on tomorrow and Monday as Tom takes a little time off and heading to the beach. That's great. So,
by the way, a couple of good guests tomorrow. starting off the week, you'll have Travis Lallemand from Crowder.
Great. We're going to talk some Brewers baseball.
Yep. Yeah. And Mason Davis, who is coach with the Glendale Falcons, and he'll tell you the story, his story, which is very emotional. So that'll be tomorrow.
He'll be in tomorrow, and we'll talk with him. And prayers go out to the Davis family and Mason. Hopefully they can get this cancer taken care of for him. It's a tough one for everyone associated with the program. He's got a lot of wide networks around here. People use him for lessons and such, and he's assistant coach over at Glendale as well. So we'll talk with him tomorrow. Baseball wise, Chef Taniano, we have not talked this week about this, but I want to say officially, and I said earlier, actually Monday, Jack Caglione has now arrived.
Yeah,
I think he's now a full-time major leaguer who can hit lefties, as evidenced by the ball that went off the catwalk the other day.
Yeah,
I think it's possible now.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, we've all seen the power. If you went to Springfield Cardinals Naturals games when he was coming up through the Naturals, you got to see the power. I mean, he had like 3 bombs in that series here at the 66, and it's just raw. Like when he swings, it's you hear about that different sound, right?
Yeah.
And in trouble with the curve, he's like, I hear it. It's just different. And when he swings and hits the ball, it's so effortless, and how much power is behind it. Mm-hmm. And he's such a large human anyway.
Yeah.
That it's just crazy to think that someone could just have that much raw power. And he just makes it look like it's easy when he hits 450-foot shots into the fountains.
Second level of the
120 miles an hour off the bat. I mean, it's wild.
And then the one he hit the other night in the Trop was just, my gosh. It would have broke the ceiling if there wasn't something to stop it. And the thing with Jack also that impresses me the most, not his power, we knew he had power, right? It's his average. He's hitting for average. Yes. He's getting base hits. He's drawing walks. He's not striking out
becoming a good hitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
A major leaguer.
Yeah.
And the fact he's doing it against a lot of left-handers lately. And I heard also Carter Jensen hitting like 285 against left-handers this season.
Yep.
Higher average he does against right-handers, which is crazy.
I really, it's given us some hope in what's been a very bleak start to see how our young talent is going to possibly push us to that next level. It may not be this year. I mean, who knows? Yeah. We can go on a run.
Sure.
Hell, we've been on a run right now.
We have.
So I think, and without Bobby, which is crazy.
Bobby. Yeah.
So to see what we've been able to do without Bobby these last few games, and for us to be taking it to the Rays, who were leading the American League East before the weekend started last weekend, and then we show up. I think it's just awesome to see. It's given me a little bit of hope for this season where some things might be possible. But then again, speaking like a Cowboys fan now too, can't wait till next season.
Yeah. Well, at least we're seeing them where they're supposed to be in the lineup, right?
Yeah.
Caglione should be the 3-hole hitter.
Yeah.
Again, he is in scoring position every time he steps into the box. With one swing, he's a run or more. Mm-hmm. So, and last night, for example, the end of last night's game is 5-3 in the ninth. I was like, come on, Nick Lofton, who's been hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get on base. He hit that one down the line foul. And I'm like, oh my gosh, get on base because look who's on deck. And they flashed over. Cags is on deck. I'm like, dude, the human scoring machine is on deck. Can we just get the Cags and give us a shot? And of course, couldn't get to it. I thought that ball might drop in the corner, but it kind of held up.
It makes things much more exciting when you've got a guy that steps up. Let's say you're down by a run or 2 runs, and you know that guy with one swing can change the outcome of the game.
Yep.
And it's nice to have that guy.
Yep.
Like with Bobby, we know he's going to be clutch, getting on base, moving around. Bobby can hit for power, just he doesn't have Jack power, right? And when you've got a player like that, you're like, man, just one swing could change this game.
So I did hear earlier this week that there was talk about moving Vinny.
Yeah.
I know he's on the IL right now, but
that rumor is now starting to really take off in Kansas City.
Yeah. Is that something you guys support? I mean, is that move Jack into first then?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course it will. Yeah.
Jack is the long-term first baseman for that team, I believe.
Yeah. He's so good in right field
I know,
too, and we are hurting. We've been hurting for outfielders, but I have kind of an emotional attachment to Vinny. He's one of those players where you're like, he's a fan favorite. He's a fan guy. He's my dad's favorite player, and so it just kind of, it's a little bittersweet. Like, okay, well, what do we get in return for him? Because when you've got a close connection fan favorite guy, you want a little bit more for him than maybe what he's worth too.
Sure.
So, I mean, I would like to see maybe what we could get or what the offer would be.
The offer would have to be pretty good. And it probably would have
so.
to keep, I would think it also have to be a major leaguer coming back because then you have like 2 more years on his contract or something like that. So it's going to have to be a major leaguer coming back the other way, I would think. You can't just give us, a
prospects.
bunch of prospects for him. I mean, as bad
we
as
already have prospects.
Yeah, I think
we're good on that.
Yeah, you need some major league coming back.
Hey, you can never have too many. Look at the Cardinals.
That's true.
I mean, they
Log
stockpiled like you wouldn't believe.
Ooh, dude, the Cardinals have first baseman? No, they got Burleson. Man, I tell you, trim the Cardinals will take Baez right now. Even up.
Which one? The one in Springfield or the one in Memphis?
AAA is hitting dinger. Just hit another dinger while he's been on the air, and they didn't play this morning. So
that's right.
That dude's hitting balls.
So, and I'm still trying to figure out why the Cardinals have not called him up yet.
Yeah, that's the rumor Tom said.
It's got to be contract and
service time.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But we're past the May, whatever the May deadline is to get the full year. So he should be okay. Maybe they're trying to wait till after All-Star break, or maybe there's an injury that might be coming down the line.
And we talked about there's rumors about Lars Newt Bar. Thinking of candy bars here, I think.
Yeah.
But Newt Bar being moved,
Yeah.
which would give him a place in the lineup. So that's possible too.
Yeah. I don't know, but he's got to be called up soon.
Yes.
You can't just hit 25, 26 dingers down in AAA and not get called up. I mean, half a season.
Yeah.
He's on pace for 50. I mean, come on. Got to get him up.
He'd be 30 before he gets called up to St. Louis. That'll be a record.
Hey, that's it for the show today. Tom out tomorrow on Monday. Chef Tony and I running the show. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the show, ESPN, The Jock, The Opening Drive, Tom and Rob.
This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
A little bit of fog early